Alright, so this should be live now. Yep. Okay, so if you're watching this as a recording, this is really just a random live stream that I'm answering some questions in. So, oh, Trebity Music. Bharat, hi there. Okay, so guys, you know, just give. Ugh, okay, just give me a second. I'll explain everything. But um, yeah, let me just open the chat here so I can actually see what you guys are writing. Um, yeah, I should probably go to the live event. Huh? Meanwhile, just let me know if you guys can hear me all right, because I don't know how the audio is so far away. I can't read the chat right now, but I'm trying to work on it. Like it should be. Where's the chat, man? Offline. Hmm. Okay. Why isn't the live chat there? Let me just check it. Sorry, this is very unprofessional, but youtube.com slash Eurifine. There we go. Alright, so I assume a bunch of you people are already tuned in. Again, I can't read the chat, but I'm trying to work on it. I will explain everything. There we go, there we go. Alright, I can read the chat. Hi from Indonesia, sound is low. Can hear you fine, just joined. What are you going to do? Alright, guys. Um, so you might be asking, why the hell am I sitting in the middle of a forest with my laptop and a microphone and a camera behind me? Okay, so I'm currently still traveling in Sweden, so I just pulled over, went into the forest, and I figured I'm gonna record some YouTube videos and some Lightroom editing videos here because it's kind of more interesting that way. You know, I had two camera setups, and the video should be probably up this weekend, so hopefully you guys enjoy. But yeah, after recording two videos, I just figured why not do a live stream. Alright, let me just read the chat here. You have an ASUS laptop. Yep, the ASUS UX501 VW. Mega laptop. What are you going to do? Hello Jens. What are you doing in the woods? Where in Sweden are you? I'm like a little bit north of Jönköping, like somewhere. I don't even know where, to be honest. Aren't you afraid someone will steal your stuff there? No, like I'm literally out in a forest. Like there's nobody here, and maybe a hiker comes by, but that's about the worst I can expect. So it's not like people are just gonna, steal my stuff as long as I'm sitting here. Look, a bear behind you. Come on, man. Don't do that to me. You know, there are so many insects, especially earlier. I've got so many, like, it's just. Other than the insects, though, it's pretty great. Hello from Bangladesh, Germany, base. Hello, Rubel, welcome. Bharat, Nicholas, Anis, Marek, Manny, Manuel, Stun, Dino, Kiam, Phrase. Hello, everybody. So, again, just kind of recorded some videos out here in the forest about Lightroom editing, and afterwards thought, why not do a live stream? Because it's only in Sweden where you have good quality internet out in the forest to make actually a live stream. So if you guys have any like questions about photography or what I'm doing or Lightroom, just ask. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try to read the chat. I commented on your latest video earlier about live stream, and here we go. Yeah, I didn't see that, but maybe you have some supernatural powers, man. I like the office setting. It's actually a pretty nice office, you know? I am currently having about 36% battery on my laptop, so this should hopefully be good for another hour or so. Nice office, toilet everywhere. Yeah, I guess. maybe a little bit down there, but uh, okay. So while you guys can ask some questions about photography or whatever, I'm gonna talk to you about what I've been doing. So I've been in Sweden for a little bit, yeah, almost 3 weeks now, just traveling around, and I've been taking some pictures, but mostly I've been actually just doing work on my laptop, and I've actually started to write a Lightroom book. So I'm kind of trying to make this book about Lightroom that explains the develop tool rather than just the entire program, and then also how you can edit stuff, how you can edit pictures and kind of my techniques, what every single slider does there in a much more detailed way than, I could ever do in a video. Hi from Japan, Yuki. Welcome, welcome. I've always wanted to go to Japan someday. Is that a portable battery pack connected to your laptop? No, no, it's literally like, that setup here. I've got my car over there, and I just have like this microphone arm. It's not actually connected. I'm currently using the smartphone microphone. Let me actually just check. And by the way, if like the microphone is really bad, then also let me know. Yeah, but I hope that you should be able to hear me fine. Ugh, this chair is a little bit wobbly, but I've got my SteelSeries mouse here, my oversized mouse pad. You know, I understand that it looks kind of crazy and weird, but I don't have a battery pack, so it's just like the microphone arm, external hard drive for my pictures, a table, laptop, and uh, like a cable connected to the phone that I'm live streaming on right now, so it actually can charge because it's almost empty. I'd buy that book. Yeah, so, there are a lot of books out there about Lightroom from Scott Kelby, I believe, and from Tony Northrup. It's an amazing book. But I kind of wanted to focus on the editing side and really give you every single detail about the develop tool and also, give you some real world examples from start to finish edits and how you can achieve a look and stuff like that. So I'm currently working on that along with some other stuff. Hello from South Africa. Should we try to make HDR panels in Lightroom? There's a car. I'm not quite that far into the forest, but the road is right over there actually. Uh, So yeah, you were saying, should we do HDR panels in Lightroom? You can do that. I tried it, but it's really a pain because you have to shoot so many different things, and so many things can go wrong because you have so many pictures. So it's really up to you. If you can get away with just doing a regular panel, then I would definitely recommend you do that. Technology is amazing, isn't it? Years ago, doing something like that would require a lot more effort. Yep, yep. Like I just went out here, started streaming, started recording before that with two cameras actually. So that video should be out sometime this weekend and will definitely be a bit different than usual. But, Sweden, man. Sweden has great internet everywhere. I wish I could travel, or better yet, live in Sweden. I don't like where the USA is going. You know, I'm not gonna talk about politics here, but you like if you save up a bit, I'm sure you can travel. Like I don't know if you have, if you're not healthy or maybe you have kids or something like that, but it is not that expensive if you travel like on a cheap way. You can fly probably to South America for $200 if you really book in advance and you're kind of lucky with the plane tickets. I look forward to the book. Yeah, thank you guys. It's definitely gonna take a little bit more time to make the book because I want to make it really good and, polish it before I actually release it. But yeah. By the way, I was actually at DreamHack before, yeah, for the entire 3 days, and if you guys know DreamHack, probably most of you don't, but it's like a huge LAN party where just a bunch of people come together to play video games pretty much, and it's four huge halls, like it's thousands of people, and I shot a bunch of video, a bunch of photos there. There's also like a huge open air concert at midnight, so I shot some of these pictures. I've also made a video about that just before the live stream. So it's gonna be a lot more different video styles. You know, I want to kind of make these Lightroom videos as well, where I'm just outside somewhere, and also more live streams, more like photography techniques I want to start doing. So I actually show you, I don't know, how to focus or whatever. So hopefully, it will give a little bit of variety in the entire channel of the videos and stuff. What camera do you use? Canon 600D 1855 kit lens, Tamron 70-300, and the Manfrotto X55 Pro B tripod. Hello from Greece, moving to Stockholm in a month. I'm actually planning to go to Stockholm and just visit and photograph. Singing off, not learning anything. You gotta ask a question, man, you know? And can't answer anything if you don't ask. Bring the phone closer to you so the sound will get louder. Is it a little bit too quiet, huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that real quick. It's not really that well that well strapped to the tripod because it's very kind of ghetto style. But if I do it like this, yep, that was kind of what I was worrying about. So hopefully, yep, okay, I guess that's kind of fine, right? Yeah. So hopefully the sound will be better now. But by the way, if I'm just like randomly, punching the air, it's just because there's a ton of flies and ton of insects. Remember me? Yeah, Xeno Duck, I remember you. You did some weird stuff after the stream was over, though. Better. Say hi to Indonesia. Welcome. Thank you for watching from all over the world. It's always so cool to have a live stream. But again, if you guys have any questions about photography, about whatever, just let me know. There was a mosquito trying to bite me. Hey, Matthias. Welcome. Want to thank you for the amazing tutorials. Helped me so much. Fragiscos, well, it's always great to hear if videos are actually helpful and people can take something from it. Because honestly, I think with everything you watch or you look at or whatever, read, learn, especially in photography or art stuff, there's a car. 1 second. Nope, it was a motorcycle with some guy on a bike just hanging on there. Okay. Yeah, just if you watch anything or you learn anything, just take whatever you find helpful and interesting from that and disregard the rest. Because, first of all, there's going to be a lot of bad information from everybody. Nobody's going to get everything perfect. And as well, do your own style. Don't just copy somebody. Just learn from as many people as possible and then use whatever you find helpful from there. Do you know about lighting setup? I don't really know anything about lighting, to be honest. I just shoot landscapes and travel stuff. But what's your live setup software? It's just OBS Studio, Open Broadcaster Software Studio. It's free. It's kind of what most people are using to stream on Twitch or YouTube. But I'm actually not streaming I'm streaming on my phone app and just doing everything through there. I was just recording a video before. Do you prefer Lightroom over Photoshop, or does Lightroom provide enough editing tools for you to not use Photoshop? I use probably, in terms of editing, I am in Lightroom like 90% of the time. And Oh, it's a mosquito. And if I really need to like use layers or use advanced spot removal or stuff like that, then I will take the picture into Photoshop. But I just think Lightroom is way more intuitive for the basic editing, and there are so many tools that you don't really miss out on general editing of most pictures, unless of course, you do crazy compositional stuff where you, I don't know, take a Death Star into a landscape, then of course you have to use Photoshop. But for like general editing, it's not really. And personally, I prefer Lightroom much more. Brr. Is it fun to do photography with Handycam? I don't know what a Handycam is, but I take pictures with my phone all the time. Just, use the best quality mode, shoot RAW if you can, or if not, then use an external app, and you will get some great pictures if you shoot it right. Not as great as with a camera, of course, but, it's usable, especially with like the flagship phones nowadays. They take better pictures than professional DSLRs just 10 years ago. Where do you sell your work? Well, I just sell like mostly on stock photo sites, and I do YouTube videos, so I make some money off of the ads there. Also, I work with some brands I have in the past. Right now, not really, actively. But yeah, that's kind of how I make money while traveling. I have a Canon 7255 USM and 10 sub NFD filter. What's the best setting for doing long exposure? Thanks. ISO 100, as long as the shutter speed as you can get for the proper exposure. Use an external shutter remote if you use bulb mode, so you don't get any shake while holding down the trigger, or is it called trigger? I guess. And yeah, somewhere like f8 is always like the sharpest aperture with the least diffraction. You have nice depth of field, but you can of course use f11 or f16 if you really need to. But I would suggest you to keep it at like f8, f11. I have a question. If I take better pictures, will I get a girlfriend? I don't know. Maybe if your girlfriend you're looking for is a photographer, maybe. Other than that, probably not. There's probably other qualities that are more important than good pictures. Do you have Russian ancestors? Why Yuri? Yuri is actually my middle name, so I just went with that. And like fine art, to be honest, it's kind of, eh. When I created it and did like all of my 500px name and stuff, I figured, Yuri Fine Art sounds professional and cool and stuff, but now I guess it's just what I'm stuck with, but it's not too bad. But yeah, Yuri is just my middle name. I don't think I have any ancestors directly from Russia. Not that I know of, anyway. There's a tiger behind you. You should try it with bear. That's a little bit more believable. I'm not even gonna look behind me. Can you suggest the best laptop or desktop for editing photos and videos? What should I look for in RAM? It depends on your budget, of course. Let me just check the phone real quick. Not that that's dying right there. Okay, so I just noticed the battery is going down even though it's plugged in into power from the laptop, because the laptop is also kind of at a low battery. Because I've been recording 2 videos before that, so I probably have to end it in like 10 minutes. But um, yeah, okay, so for computers, I would suggest at least 8 gigabytes of RAM if you're working with higher megapixel RAW files, 20 megapixels and up. Then you do want to have at least an SSD for your computer drive, and probably you won't be able to fit all of your pictures on that SSD, so use a hard drive if you know, for your external pictures, or a secondary hard drive if you're using a desktop. Right here, I'm using a 4 terabyte Seagate Backup Plus hard drive. So this is actually in RAID 0, which means that it actually has two separate hard drives in there, each with 2 terabytes, and it will stripe the data across both drives, which will give you double the speed of a regular hard drive. And of course, ideally you would have all of your pictures on an SSD for the best editing performance. But let's be honest here, nobody. Personally, I can't afford 4 terabytes of SSD just for having my pictures on there. So that's the next best solution. And you know, I guess beyond, yeah, like honestly, I don't even know if 4 core is so important. Maybe dual core is just fine, and graphics card is not really needed that much for just photo editing in Lightroom. Okay, so let me just get to the other questions. I am very impressed of how you can take amazing photos using a kit lens. It appears details of your 500px album. Yeah, I wanted to actually make a video about that because it's all about sharpening if you export your picture. Of course, there's going to be a limit for a kit lens, what you can actually do for a big print and stuff. But if you're just exporting for 500px or Facebook or your website, then sharpening it in a proper way in Lightroom is what I do, and then I export it into Photoshop and use my own sharpening method there. Just for the guys who are curious about that, just look up sharpening for what's it called again? Let me actually search it so I don't give you anything bad. Planning for online. Yeah, yeah. So it's a video from Steve Perry, and it's like called sharpening for online use or for website or something like that. It's an amazing tutorial, and generally the guy makes super high quality videos. If he makes ones, he doesn't do it as regularly as most, but definitely suggest you to check it out. And I kind of learned my sharpening technique from him and his video there. Thanks for teaching so much. I know you're overdoing on pics. Could you suggest something? Yeah, if you over edit photos, just be sure to use the before and after feature a lot, because sometimes you will just kind of get carried away with editing. So if you every few minutes just compare the raw file to your current edit, that's a lot harder to do. And don't be scared of toning back once you've been too far. That's a great thing about Lightroom. You can just adjust the sliders afterwards as well. So don't just be like, I've already edited this far, I don't want to waste any time by going back. Just compare the pictures and go back if you've went too far. Imagine if some people just came along and found you're in the forest doing some stream though. Yeah, it would actually be kind of funny, but Swedish people are super chill, super relaxed, and yeah, I love Sweden so far. So they would probably just smile, maybe even have a chat, or do their own business, but they definitely wouldn't be, crazy about it or anything. How do you take stable pictures of videos? Tripod, my Frodo there. What cloud software do you use aside from Photoshop and Lightroom? I've only recently started about a month ago with the other stuff, because previously I used to edit on Sony Movie Studio, but now I'm editing in Premiere, and I'm also using InDesign for my Lightroom book that I'm working on. And other than that, I'm trying to kind of do some things in After Effects, but I haven't really gotten into it. That's like some dog, by the way, in the distance. So yeah, just like Lightroom, Photoshop, InDesign, and Premiere. Do you use calibrated external? Okay. Am I live? I think I'm live. Alright, let me just check real quick. So, I'm sorry guys, like my phone battery died, even though I had it plugged into the laptop. So now I just got my external battery pack. I mean, I guess I'm kind of an idiot for starting to stream with a phone on 13% battery, but I don't know. I guess that's just me. All right, now it should be charging, and hopefully it won't die again. All right. So yes, you can see you. Okay, so just tell me, because I should be able to have the chat right here on my laptop. I'm using the phone's hotspot feature to also get internet here on my laptop. It's kind of, it's not really a professional setup, but if everything would be charged as it should be with any kind of not crazy stupid person, then it should actually work pretty well. So let me just, ugh, okay, see how many insects there are. Okay. Alright, alright. So let's do that. Send a hello, name and kill. Okay, so just let me know if I'm live again. Because I'm really sorry that it crashed. That's completely my fault. But hopefully it should be live again. I'm live. Yes, you are live. Okay, okay. So, just in case you're still sticking around, thank you very much for that. Let me just check that the battery bank. Yep. Okay, so you can see this right here. The battery bank that I just got from my car. Previously I had it plugged into the laptop directly, but it didn't give enough power to keep it going. So now it's actually going up slowly. So that's good. Um, right, Randall, thank you very much for your question, for posting it again. Do you use a calibrated external monitor when you edit photos? How do you ensure that you see color-wise what is accurate on screen? So a lot of people will tell you that you need like a very good IPS monitor and you need to have it calibrated. And I agree to a certain extent. Well, first of all, if you can get your hand on an IPS monitor, then that is great. And if you can calibrate it, then that is even better. But if you have a good monitor that is already, that already has good color accuracy and that is pre-calibrated, then it's not as huge of a deal to have an external calibration device. And I know color shifts if you don't calibrate it regularly and stuff like that. But let me tell you, this laptop right here, it has actually a pretty good screen. Not the best in the world that you can get on a laptop, but it has a pretty good screen and it's a 4K screen, it is IPS, it has like 99% of sRGB, I think. So I actually have not calibrated the screen, which is just because I haven't bought a like a color calibration thing. And okay, so I should buy a color calibration thing, and I think it's really, it's a great investment. But at the same time, if you have a good monitor, you have it pre-calibrated, then the difference from what you see on screen versus what other people will see is very little. And I don't think it really matters that much if my tone of orange is a slightly different tone of orange on another calibrated monitor. So, because especially at the end, like 99% of the monitors out there aren't that great quality and are not calibrated. So, I would say if you're just starting out, if you're not like, you know, doing this absolutely professionally, then getting a better monitor is more important than actually calibrating or using a calibration device. I mean, I really hate to say that because I think it is a great thing to calibrate your monitor, but at the same time, there are more important things, if you know what I mean. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that, but I'm just saying what I think here. I'm sorry, bro, but I can't tell you how I edit this picture, cause what do you even mean? I don't know what picture you mean, man. I'm sorry. Like if you wanna send me a picture on Facebook or something, and me tell you what it is or how I can't talk and me telling you how I think about it, if it's good or whatever, just send me it on Facebook. But I can't really do editing stuff for other people. Hey, what is the budget camera you recommend for small YouTubers to start out under $500? Okay, so if you just wanna do okay, if you really just want to take videos for YouTube, then I would recommend either like a Canon 70D used because it has great autofocus and Casey Neistat used it for a long time, or the Panasonic Lumix G7 because that one shoots 4K, really good 4K for about $500 with the lens on B&H, I think I saw it. So it really depends. If you do like vlog stuff and you need that autofocus, then I'd say the Canon 70D used. And if you just want to have quality and you don't need the autofocus, then go for the Panasonic G7. And just if you like, if you see me again, just punching the air, it's because of all of the insects and the mosquitoes here. Okay, just checking if... Yeah, yeah, okay, so the battery is still pretty good, I think. Now, Yuri Thomas Heaton video of the burnt forest with the single white tree birch. He did a layer of blur, painted out the bird, so like an image that was blurred but sharp. Have you done that? No, I haven't done that. That's the first time I actually saw that technique used on his video. But it seems interesting. Personally, though, you know, you probably won't all know what I'm talking about here, but the video itself, it was very interesting, but I would have gone in a little bit of a different direction with the editing. Please create a WWE video. You know, that's why I love that's why I love YouTube. You just have you do some photo editing, and then there's some guy saying do a WWE wrestling video. Well, okay, I guess I'm the guy sitting out in the forest on my laptop, right, with a microphone arm. So I'm not firing shots, but I think that's really funny. Could you talk about split toning a little bit? I'm pretty new to split toning. Okay, so just quickly, split toning highlights will add colors to the highlight parts of your photos, so especially like sky or sun, whereas the shadow part will add colors to your shadows. Adding colors, especially warm ones, to the highlights will look a lot more natural because naturally speaking, the color comes from the light, whether it be a sun or a lamp or whatever. So personally, I just like to add warm colors in the split toning highlights, go into the color temperature of the white balance, bring that a bit more to the blue so I don't overdo it in total, and then go back to the split toning shadows, add just a hint of some blues most of the time for additional differentiation. I know this was very fast, but like I would suggest you to just play around with it and maybe watch some of my previous videos because there I really go a little bit slower and explain it in more detail. Hey Yuri, just been following you for just a little bit. Love your landscapes and learning videos. Great job, keep it up. Do you follow any other photographers like Sergio Ramelli and Jason Lanier? I don't think I know Jason Lanier, but I do know Sergio Ramelli. I actually learned quite a lot of Lightroom techniques from him. I kind of have this bringing up the shadows, bringing down the highlight slider, and I initially, learned that from him from one of his videos because uh, I watched him a lot when I was new to Lightroom, and I think his editing style is somewhat similar to mine, and I mean, it's different, but it has definitely resemblances. Probably because, well, I just like very punchy and like colorful images, but at the same time, of course, I watched him while still learning Lightroom. So I definitely give a lot of credit to Sergio Ramelli, and he has some great videos out there. Hello from India, love your videos. The chat right here. Okay, so let me just bring down the brightness a bit because my battery is also at around 18%. Hello from India, love your videos, learning a lot of new things. That's great to hear. Thank you very much and greetings from Sweden to you, man. Looking to get a new lens, what do you recommend for my camera 70-200? I don't know, like if you want to shoot wide angle landscapes, then you should get a wide angle lens. If you want to shoot portraits or telephoto stuff, then maybe a 70-200. It really depends on what you want to shoot. Thomas Heaton is good to learn from too. I absolutely love Thomas Heaton. He has his very very own unique videos, and he puts a lot of effort, a lot of time into them, and it's really inspirational. Quite the stuff that he does, nobody really does on YouTube, as far as I know. I mean, there's a lot. He was kind of the first ones that really did on location video along with Ben Horn, which is a great photographer. He does large format stuff and also high quality, but just kind of more, yeah, a different style of shooting pictures and stuff. Very great content. Also recommend you to check him out. And who is it else? Like Matt Day, also a large format photographer who does video on YouTube. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were people before him, but he's kind of the biggest on location landscape photographer who does video about it. And I absolutely love his videos. You know, I've gotten a ton of inspiration from him, and I guess a lot of people try to copy him, including me. I've got a lot of inspiration from that and kind of never even thought about making an on location video until recently. But I still think he's by far the king, and I love what he's doing. He's a really, really lovely person, and he makes awesome content. I know Matt Day. Yeah, Matt Day is a pretty good, makes really good videos as well. Did you see Jammer Digital Ref TV cheap camera product projects? Yeah, I've watched pretty much every one of these, especially the old Digital Ref videos with Kai Wang. Man, these were awesome. This is kind of where, you know, this was my first channel that I subscribed to, I think, in the photography scene. So, Digital Ref and Kai Wang, I love it. Especially, yeah, I mean, it's just so different than most stuff. You maybe not learn so much from it with a review, but it has comedy in there. It's awesome. At least the old videos. I don't really watch the new ones, if I'm completely honest. I do watch Kai Wang's vlog channel though. Well, not vlog channel, but you know what I mean. And vlogs as well. Well, I don't work in photography. I study electric engineer. I just love to shoot pictures and I love to shoot everything. I can send you a few pictures if you like to see. By the way, hello from Palestine. Sure, like if you guys want to get like a quick feedback on some pictures, just send me them via a Twitter direct message or I guess via a Facebook direct message or something, and I'll give you some quick feedback. But I can't really edit pictures for you, unfortunately, because I get so many requests for that every day. Okay, so the battery is still fine. That's good, that's good. Oof, God, my mouse just fell down. What setup do you have there? Okay, so I have like an oversized mouse pad, I have a SteelSeries mouse, an Asus laptop, microphone stand that I used previously to record two Lightroom videos, but right now I'm really just shooting it on my phone and having it on a tripod, but I figured, you know, why not just sit here and do a little live stream? Peter McKinnon is awesome as well. Man, this guy is really like he takes the videos to another level and he does stuff that nobody else has done before. He has such high production value with his editing videos and this personality, his energy. He's really like he's growing like crazy. I love the guy. I love his videos. Really, really special. I always love people that do something new and like something that isn't really the norm, you know? A lot of people just think who wanted to start with YouTube is just like, oh, what works already, so I just want to kind of get a smaller piece of a cake. But for the people that actually create something special, something unique, something creative, utmost respect for those guys. Can you put your Facebook link? I don't have it right now, but it's just like Yuri Fine Art on Facebook. Which laptop? The Asus ZenBook UX501VW. Jared Polin? Yeah, I used to watch some Jared Polin videos, and he does. Yeah, he also has his own style. Even though, to be perfectly honest, I'm not too big of a fan of his humor. Not because I find it bad or anything. It's just kind of, you know. But he does have, especially in the past, I watched him a lot to do lens reviews, and he has his own, you know, philosophy. He's not such a pixel peeper, but he's rather bad actually getting good pictures, so I definitely respect him for that. Great idea of a live stream. Love your videos. I ended up overdoing the editing of most of the time. Didn't I answer that already before? But if you over edit pictures, just make sure that you compare them regularly every few minutes from the raw file to your edited picture, and don't be afraid to go into the minus saturation or minus contrast or whatever to not make it look over edited. Would you say the new Lightroom is almost as good as current Photoshop edit photographs for amateur to pro photographers? Well, they're completely different things. You, of course, have Camera Raw in Photoshop, so you have kind of a Lightroom version, if you want to call it that. But personally, I use Lightroom for all of the general editing, and if I need to do some more advanced stuff with layers or advanced sharpening or, blending in stuff, then I will, of course, go into Photoshop. But for everything else, I just use Lightroom personally. So many insects, like there are even more than before. I don't know if you can hear or see them, but it probably just looks like I'm some crazy guy waving at whatever. There's somebody behind you. Is there? I don't see anybody, but just warn me before I die. There were two cyclists just driving by, looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing? But they were friendly, they winked back. Hello from Florida. I like your technique, simple but great results. Thank you, Robert, and greetings to you from Sweden. What's the humidity like there? I don't know, like not too bad. Kinda dry, I guess. So it's not like rainforest or anything. Okay, so if you guys have like any more questions, then just ask them, and if not, then I guess I'm gonna call it. Man, I probably look like some drug addict or whatever when I'm just scratching, but there are so many insects. It's crazy. I'm kind of looking forward to get back into the car and pack that stuff up. I love your voice, but I need to say goodnight now from Philippines. Man, how late is it in the Philippines? Isn't it already? It must be like 3 or 4 a.m. Have a good night though. It's awesome to have people from all over the world watching. That's something I really love about YouTube. You just have, you can just upload a video and people from all over the world can watch and comment and interact. So that's awesome. 12:36 a.m. Oh, so it's actually not that much later than I thought. Hmm. Do you use camera profiles in Lightroom? Yeah, I use them sometimes when I'm just, trying to kind of see what color looks the best or if I try to get new ideas. But I don't think it's a super important thing, there are other sliders and techniques that do a bigger adjustment to your picture. But that being said, sometimes, especially if you kind of go for a very, yeah, I guess very heavily edited picture and a very colorful one, then actually using the landscape preset in the camera profile is pretty good. Are you in Japan now? No, I'm in Sweden. Kind of a little bit away from Japan, but I would like to go to Japan at some point. It seems like a very different but awesome country. I use Linux. What do you think Darktable and GIMP have you used? I don't know Darktable. Oh, there's a dog. There's actually some people coming right now. Hey, it's all right. You can come here if you want.
It's okay.
Yeah. You've never seen something like that before, have you? I'm doing a little live stream for my YouTube channel.
Oh, it's okay. Fine,
Yeah.
Fine.
Probably thinking, what is that crazy guy doing on his
No,
laptop?
I thought you were painting or something like
Oh.
that. Yeah, first when I saw you.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh. there.
So, so, what? Good luck.
Yeah, you too. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Go.
You know, you see how nice people are here in Sweden? It's awesome. What part of Sweden are you in? I'm somewhere a little bit north of Jönköping. Have you been in Norway? Any tips? No, I haven't been in Norway yet, but I kind of want to go after Sweden and go to like Trondheim, Bergen. Hey. So there's another guy just biking by, you know, saying hi. I actually don't speak Swedish, but I'm doing like a little live stream. Live stream? Video? Ja, jag talar inga svenska. Jag är från Schweiz. Ja, okej. Man, how can I ban people here? You kind of behave like an idiot right there. Oh, there we go. I think. Yep, there we go. Goodbye. Where are you originally from? I'm from Switzerland. Yeah, I'm from Switzerland. I'm just streaming here in Sweden in a forest as one usually does. No, I'm just on a photography road trip, and I did some videos out here, and kind of figured why not do a little live stream with that as well. Hilarious. Good that you don't care. Swedish people are so nice. Yeah, they are really, really nice. Very chill as well, very calm. So it's awesome. And I'm kind of actually glad I have these two people here on stream because I'm gonna share that to my family and friends so they can see how nice people are here. Okay, so I guess this live stream has been going on for like an hour, more or less. So yeah, unless you guys have anything else that you wanna, ask about gear or photography or Lightroom or whatever, then I think I'm gonna call it a day relatively soon. I've sent you a new picture on your Facebook page. I will take a look at them and tell you what I think of them after I'm done streaming here. Let me just see if I have some more questions up here that I forgot. Editing in Lightroom is almost the same as painting, I guess. It would actually be cool if you would have like, I guess generally people out in nature doing stuff on their PCs. I don't really know what that means, but it would be cool to have like some painter with a big graphics tablet somewhere out in nature, I guess. That's what I meant. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. So I guess that's it for now then. Thank you all very much for watching, and if you would like to see more Lightroom videos and stuff, then you can. I mean, you guys are already subscribed, but like, if you want to actually help my videos, then either liking or disliking them and writing a comment actually really helps because YouTube prefers video with a lot of interaction, and also it of course helps me to see if you guys enjoy or not enjoy something. So if you want to help me out with that, with my like live stream or videos or whatever, then that's a very easy thing to do. Also, of course, again, be honest when you like or dislike, because it is more important to see if you guys actually enjoy the videos or not, than just, having a bunch of likes. High five from South Africa. High five to you from Sweden. Live stream was fun. Thank you for watching, Betty, Stanley, Eleni. Eleni, I'm sorry, I'm just ending it right now. Porsche, Tuck, Tuck Productions. Thank you very much for watching. Mark, Aiden, Deepak, Nicholas, Imran, Lenny, and everybody else who I haven't mentioned. I'm sorry, but thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I know it's kind of, just a scramble, a ramble as well, but why not? Right, okay, so again, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day and keep taking awesome pictures. Man, this is supposed to be like a cool ending, but I have to click